Scorpios, I'm Christy. You're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Also, I will never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. I'll never ask you for money for readings like that. I'll never message you through Facebook, WhatsApp. None of those are me. Even if it looks like me, it's not me. Please block and report or ignore. Whatever you feel called to do, just know it's not me. Let's go on with your reading. What is happening for the beautiful Scorpios this week? What would the beautiful Scorpios benefit from knowing? Judgment. The Lovers. The Page of Swords and the Fortune Cookie. Huh. That's interesting. As always, oh my goodness, Two of Cups on the bottom. As always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. That is so cute. So firstly, Two of Cups on the bottom, grounding it, soulmate. Then you've got the Lovers in here. Why does Scorpio's reading always end up being about love? Are you just full of love or what? Like, are you just attracting it like a magnet? The Judgment card is judgment. There's something where you've got a big calling, a big knowing, and a big feeling. Like, I don't know why I'm just getting wind. Whew, like, you feel blown in a certain direction. You feel like you have to go there. There's something in the universe pulling you towards someone, something, a career. A lot of you, this is love. You're not sure why. And this might be someone in particular that you actually hate. Like, you despise them. They annoy the crap out of you. On paper, red flag, red flag, red flag. And then with the Judgment card, for some reason, you're still blown in their direction or they're blown towards you. And it's just like, there's something where there is a reason that you need to collide with this person. And you're usually smart enough when you see red flags and everything like that, that you would just rule this person out. Gone. You're very good. You're very good at moving on and creating a new start for yourself and letting go of things that aren't for you. However, with the Judgment card, for some reason, you can't leave this person alone. You can't leave this person behind. You can't let it go. This Judgment is just, I feel, I'm just like getting this energy of you going, am I the problem? Am I the problem? Some of you, there's just this energy of you almost, someone's giving you a bit of an awakening of everything about yourself that isn't healthy. And that's not me being like, oh, you're so unhealthy, Scorpio, sort your crap out. That's not me saying that. That's me saying that, like, everyone has their good and their bad. And there's someone that you and them both highlight and bring out the unhealthy habits each other has in order for you to both fix them. And that's why you don't like this person, is because they highlight all the things, all the unhealthy coping mechanisms, all the bad habits, or anything negative that you're able to sweep under the rug or mask in front of other people. Someone sees through your, like, pretend act or your, like, perfect act that you have in front of the general public. Someone actually sees through it all. Even if you've been in relationships before very closely, you're still able to keep certain pieces of yourself hidden. And there's someone that, even if you're not in a relationship with them, sees straight through you, right? It's like this complete contrast. People in the past knew you very well, were with you for a very long time. They didn't see you on this level. There's someone that you may have only recently met, and they see through it all, and it's like, oh no, I don't like that. You're not allowed to know me that well. You're not allowed to see through that. You're not allowed to see that. You're not allowed to feel that intuition. No, that's not fair. I don't like you. But then you feel blown in their direction because you're also like, oh, you understand me, you see me, as scary as that is, you're the first that's ever been able to do that, and you've not left. Like, there's something here of, like, contrasting. In one energy, you're like, oh, it's time for me to leave. Red flag for you to be able to, yeah, bad. And then you're like, oh, actually, green flag. You've pointed out these toxic things within me, but you've also not gone anywhere. There's something where you and someone else are very much calling to each other, but you don't want to admit it to yourselves. The Lovers right next to this, right? They're kind of all tied together very well. there's like a choice, there's a choosing of each other, but I don't know if it's happening this week, but it's very much prominent on your mind this week, you and someone else, of, oh, I'd choose you. If you chose me, I'd choose you. And then the other person's like, yeah, but if you chose me, I'd choose you. Both of you are like at a standoff of waiting for the other to own up or something, and you're both like, oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not making the first move. And the other person's like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not making the first move. Stubborn energy. Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is, I don't know why I'm getting buttering up. Random. Like someone's trying to butter you up, or someone else on the outskirts wants to butter you up, and you're like, no, I'd rather... No, you're trying to avoid someone new. You crash into this person that won't leave. Like, yeah. You're like, I don't want love, I don't want any of that. And you're running away from anyone that approaches you. And as you do that, you accidentally bump back into this other person again. Page of Swords, nervous, butterflies, excitement. The thing I don't like about the Page of Swords when it comes to others' perceptions of you is it can seem a little bit naive, a little bit childish. You're not childish or naive, but you're just embodying this energy of playfulness, of at least looking very much whimsical, very much like, oh, I'm excited to try this. Like you're choosing to put out this very positive, happy-go-lucky energy. Others perceive it as naive because you have this look about you that doesn't say, oh, you know what you're talking about. You are very like, some of you, why am I getting soldiers? You're like soldiers, you've been through battle, and with that, you're not showing that. You don't show your battle scars. However, that doesn't mean you don't have them. And it seems as if you're choosing to be this soldier that is optimistic and still chooses to hope that there's good in the world and chooses to see things through a very happy-go-lucky energy. And people are perceiving that as naive because they don't see everything you've been through. But like I said, I don't know. It's good though. It's good that you're still choosing to, regardless of how others perceive it, you're still choosing to stay open. You're still choosing to wear your heart on your sleeve. You're still choosing to risk being like seen as a fool. I don't know. Fortune cookie right next to this. Luck is on your side. There is good luck coming in. Things are actually going to work out very much serendipitously with the fortune cookie. Things are just going to click into place. I don't know why I'm getting pop. Something's going to pop into place or pop up. Fortune cookie, like, some of you might actually get a fortune cookie, or get some guidance, like a little tiny bit of guidance, but it's going to go a long way. Clarify the Judgment card. You have the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. That's a lot of cards to clarify that Judgment. Queen of Cups, love. That's my most loving cards of all the cards. I can't explain it better than that. You're just embodying love. You're embodying love, you're feeling love. That's why I think you're attracting so much love towards you in multiple avenues in your life. There's a lot of love people have for you. The Empress there. Same sort of situation. I feel as if you might be the Empress and someone else is the Queen of Cups. Man or woman doesn't matter. It just seems as if you're a bit above someone else. With the Empress, someone's the Queen of Cups. They have a lot of love. They're ready to give it. They're a little bit intimidated by your energy. You're the Empress. But you're both cool towards each other. You see the good. You see each other in each other. You get each other. Ten of Pentacles there, like long lasting, generations to come, building families. I'm getting grandchildren. Seven of Pentacles, patience. You and someone else are willing to wait. Like I said, as stubborn as you both are, not wanting to be the one that moves, both of you are embodying the Empress in your own ways. And the Empress is all about, I don't chase, I attract. And so both of you are like, I'm not getting off my throne. I'm not getting off my throne. You can come towards me. Both of you are very stubborn in that, of knowing I'm not going to chase. But that's the only problem. If everybody was in the energy of I don't chase, I attract, no one does anything. No one moves, no one takes the first move because everyone's trying to attract. So one of you is going to have to, at some point, crumble and make the first move with that Judgment card. And I think it might be you because you're the one that's being blown in their direction still. And you're going to have this realization, Seven of Pentacles, waiting. You, like, who's going to wait each other out? And then you're going to go, who's actually the one that's more carefree right? Like, I don't chase, I attract, I'm carefree, whatever happens, happens. Who's the more carefree one? The one that waits, or the one that goes, well, I'm gonna put my foot forward, and if it doesn't work out, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Who's the one that cares less? The one that has the courage to just try? Or the one that goes, oh, I don't want to be the one that makes the first move? Who's the more abundant one? Clarify the Lovers. You have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, stuck, like there's no choice within your love life. You've put yourself in a sticky situation where you feel like you can't make a move. But Eight of Swords is a mental prison. It's the idea that you can't do something. It's the idea that you can't be the one that makes the first move now, or makes the next move. For some reason, you think you can't make a move. You think that this is up to someone else. There's no choice. Like I said, both you and someone else are like, oh yeah, I feel the same way, but I'm not going to be the one that says it. You're keeping yourself trapped. Clarify the Page of Swords. You could be connected to another Scorpio because you're both very much mirroring and you're both not getting anywhere. Clarify the Page of Swords. Beautiful connection if you were to move forward, but neither of you want to move forward. Five of Wands, drama. Page of Swords though is very playful, like I said, very playful, very optimistic, wearing your heart on your sleeve. You and someone else are going to argue. You're going to have an argument, you're going to have a dispute, discussion, disagreement, but it's actually kind of light-hearted, playful, and it'll be about matters of the heart because it's nerve-wracking. I don't know why I'm getting someone's going to say to you, do you think that matters? Do you think that matters to me? So there's something where you might think something's a bigger deal than it is. Or like you think something's a deal breaker, or you think something's a lot more of a problem, and it's going to come out in that disagreement. Whatever disagreement this is, in argument, it's going to be like, but you feel this, and this, and they'll be like, do you think I give a crap? Do you think that matters to me? Do you think that's important? What have I done to make you think that I'm the type of person to care about such a thing? You see energy coming through. Clarify the fortune cookie. Clarify the fortune cookie. I'm getting very distracted right now. Clarify the fortune cookie. You have the Wheel of Fortune. How on earth, Scorpio, do you get the Wheel of Fortune to clarify the fortune cookie? I thought they were the same thing. You have so much luck, good fortune, good things. There's a 180 happening. If you've been feeling like, oh, where's my abundance? Where's my success? Why is my love life not going well? Why is my career not going well? Things are going to do complete 180. You have good luck in big ways, massive ways. Both of these are majors. Both of these are big things coming in. Your love life's going to completely turn around, but it's almost like a little piece of guidance goes a long way. Trust the fortune cookie advice, and that fortune cookie advice could just be coming from a reader that talks to you for 5 seconds and says to you, it actually takes a lot more courage and bravery to be the one that puts your foot forward first. It takes a lot more strength to risk being the one that opens up when the other person doesn't. Page of Swords, nervous, wears heart on the sleeve. Like, it's going to be harder to do that, but Scorpio, you're the intense one. You're the one that does the hard things. You're the soldier. You're the warrior. You're the one that's overcome so much in your life, and you're the one with the strength to say this. Whereas the person you're connected to, it's just as if you're both playing this game of like this power struggle of like, nah, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to be that. And both of you are just stubborn, and it's actually taking more power to actually do something. You're like, oh no, it's taking more power to stay quiet. It's not. It's taking more power. That's your ego. Like, I'm not going to lose. This person's gonna be the one to break. I'm not going to break. This person's going to break. This person's going to put their foot forward first. And it's like, actually takes courage to be the one to say things, to communicate, to say things how they are, to risk being seen, to risk being the one that doesn't get reciprocated. But things are going to be reciprocated. Things will be reciprocated. And if, like, a small percentage of you, if things for some reason aren't reciprocated, you've put your foot forward, you've tried, you're no longer holding your breath. waiting this person out, waiting this person out. When's it happening? When's it happening? Seven of Pentacles, waiting, waiting, waiting. You've put your foot forward, you've knocked on that door, nobody answered, and you're walking and moving on, rather than waiting by that door for that person to knock, right? It's the other way. You're knocking on their door, cool. Either they'll open the door and things will progress, or they won't. You can move forwards. There's something where you're going to be the one to make a move, and I never usually say that. You're going to make a move and things are going to turn around, doing 180 because of it. Also, in your love life, if you've watched this whole thing and you're already in a relationship, very much feels like it could just be that you're having struggles with that Five of Wands, arguments, disagreements, misunderstandings in your relationship, and you're going to be the one that finally breaks the cycle and communicates honestly, rawly, really, authentically, and risks being seen, risks wearing your heart on your sleeve, and risks looking emotional, sensitive, right? And you're the one that's going to do that. You're going to start that off instead of waiting for someone else to have the tough conversation, or waiting for someone else to... You have the courage, you have the strength to actually risk being seen. That's so much more of an Empress quality than waiting for someone else to show up and do that and be that. You're becoming what you were waiting for. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.